Так, ребят, все, я привел НБК. Да, я все включил камеру. Hello, Nathan.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. There are some questions from our audience.
Sure.
I think you answered them before, but there are much audience from Whitepod 6, and
Okay.
there are much fans of you because I am a streamer, because I'm an ex-streamer of CSS in
Okay.
Russia. So what does your nick
What
means?
does it mean?
What does it mean? Yeah.
Actually, it was when I started playing. That stands for a natural born killer,
Ah,
and that was a movie that was in some books, stuff like that. So
okay,
yeah, just pick it.
okay. And we will go to the next one. When everybody knows that you had these fights against NIP,
Mhm.
you couldn't win them for a year or
Yep.
something. And what was your emotions when you won them at MSI? Beat it
Yep.
first online. What was your emotions when you saw the post about that they didn't
Yeah.
practice for this? And what was your emotions when you beat them at
Online.
SLTV?
Yeah. When we played online, we were very focused on the game. I mean, we just wanted to win very badly, no matter what, because it was a spot for going to China. We obviously wanted to win versus NIP, even though it was online. It's not similar as
Mm-hmm.
online, but yeah,
It was
we were very
you
happy.
didn't care
No,
about
yeah,
online or
we just
one,
wanted
just
to
win.
win. So yeah, we did that, and after we saw the posts made about that, and I think it was just people misunderstanding what was going on because they just said that, I mean, Fiflaren just said that he just wanted to say that they didn't go to China no matter what would
Mm.
happen, but not that they wanted to lose on purpose. I mean, they wanted
Ah,
to
okay.
win the online thing, but
People misunderstood it.
yeah, I think
His post.
that's the main
Uh-huh.
point, and it just went all hyped, and people were talking about it, and
Mm.
I think it was just that people didn't understand the thing well.
It's a
And
common thing at
yeah, I
HLTV.
think so. Yeah, HLTV or even any website, and yeah, in Kiev that was just crazy. I mean, we faced NIP straight in the beginning.
Yep.
We managed to win 2-0 against them with a sick
Not
comeback.
at semifinals
That was the semi-final.
winners bracket.
Oh,
It was at winners match. Winners match.
are you sure? I think we won in the semi-final, played
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Astana,
yeah.
and
No, no,
then
no.
Astana
First
again.
game was
Yeah.
oh.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that was extremely crazy. I mean, we knew that online they were playing very well. I mean, they played as good as possible, and we beat them again. We proved
And
that we could do it.
do you think that it's some kind of Kiev curse for NIP, or they played as strong as they played on another ones?
I think they're just pretty much on a downtime. They have many
Ah,
things. They have many things going on. You know, the TV show, less
they have no time
training.
for practice.
Well, I don't know if it's that, but
Not
they,
so much as they
yeah,
did. As it, mhm.
they don't look so hyped about playing, and I think that was the main thing about the game. And yeah, I think they're gonna just pick things up. They're gonna play excellently. I mean, they proved it already playing the group stage and just winning in with huge scores.
And
So yeah,
what you can say about your post, Very Games posts about Mirage?
yeah,
What you didn't wrote what you didn't like at this map.
yeah. That's true. That's probably a wrong thing. I mean, I just wrote about the map that we didn't find it competitive, but we didn't make a post explaining why. And obviously that's something we want to do, but we would like to meet, I mean, talk with Valve directly because
What is bad? What is bad? Ah,
we want to
you
talk
wanted
with
to talk
Valve
about the Valve.
to improve the things because there are so many competitions coming. Is in almost all of them, and there are some problems in the map, but we know what they are. So basically, we can take advantage of
Ah,
them.
you can tell them
Exactly. So
online.
we don't want
Ah.
everyone to know what's good, what's wrong, and
Okay, okay.
some things are pretty obvious. There have been some posts on Reddit that show visual aspects of the maps which were wrong. There was one just explaining, it's too dark, there is no
No, no, I
light,
know.
or the
I saw
boxes are
this.
just
Yeah, yeah.
badly made. And yeah, that's just some things altogether that just makes the map
Mm-hmm.
not really playable.
So, and can you tell us that this championship is look like it has only two maps,
Yeah,
because Veto in Mirage. I was very excited when CPH tried to play
yeah.
it, but it was look like CPH didn't train it
Yeah,
at
it
all.
looks just totally random at this point of time. We played it online against a French team, Clan Mystic,
Mm-hmm.
and we ended in
Oh,
overtime like 31
official game,
to,
yeah.
yeah, that was like 31 to 29 or some crazy score. And there was just rushes everywhere. We were just rushing on B or rushing on A, having few smokes. That's very, very random. And I don't think
Mm,
the map is competitive because the A
okay.
bomb site is just a mess. You can't play on it. This map is not playable because you can see
You can
some.
shoot through
Yeah, you
walls.
can shoot through walls. You
Yeah.
can shoot above the boxes, and the
Yeah,
cities
yeah, yeah.
can't see you. And that's many things that make it unplayable.
Okay, that's enough about Mirage.
Yep.
Can you tell us? You probably will meet ninjas in pajamas. Are you excited about? I heard that you told it already to
Yeah.
die. So never mind.
Okay, as well.
I want to ask you about DreamHack. Uh,
Yep.
do you think that it will improve CS:GO better than it's now, or have you some insight from Valve about
Actually,
about future tournaments?
I don't know anything about the future. I
Uh,
mean, I am just focused on my things, and if
Maybe
you want,
Niak
if you want to
knows.
know things, just go to NIP. I mean, they're gonna be the
Uh,
ones who know everything about Valve.
and what
But
do you think about DreamHack?
I think DreamHack must. I mean, it's good to have the money, obviously, because it's gonna make the whole thing grow. It's good to have the DreamHack name because it's obviously the biggest land in the world. But they have to put a good organization, such as the
Such,
MS1,
mhm.
because, for example, at this event, everything
Dream,
is perfectly made.
DreamHack has worse
Yeah,
organization
exactly, because
than
that's like
EMS.
a that's like a
Yeah,
that's a
really?
bigger land. That's a bigger
Oh,
land, so
it's
it's
hard.
obviously harder
It's
to
hard.
make a show
Mm,
about it. And
mhm.
the EMS is very a private thing, where you can just prepare about it and make a show around the games. And it's gonna be harder on DreamHack, but yeah, I think that's the whole thing. That's gonna be the whole point. If it's well made, well organized, it will be an awesome event for Counter Strike. But
It
we
will
never
be
know
enough
what
to.
happens.
How do you think will DreamHack closer make CS:GO closer to 1.6 best times?
Well,
When it was EM and
yeah,
tournaments in Korea.
I think it will be kind of a test for Valve, the
Mm,
DreamHack, how it will go, how many.
they will be at DreamHack, yeah.
Yeah, normally there will be, and I think it's gonna be like a test for Valve. If the number of spectators is gonna be huge, if many people are gonna be talking about it and posting things and making noise about it, I think it's gonna be a good thing for Counter Strike Global Offensive in the future. But yeah, at the moment we don't know what's
So you
gonna
think
happen.
it may be worse after DreamHack?
Well,
Valve can give up CS:GO.
I don't know. I'm not in their mind, but
Mm,
I mean, it's possible that they
it's
see,
possible.
even though we put money, there are not improvements into the viewers numbers and everything. So I'm still gonna say that they need to put the game free to play. I mean, that's my personal opinion, but they don't look to do it yet. So
But they enabled workshop.
yeah, that's a
It's
good
one
thing.
step. It's one step to
That's one
free to
step
play.
towards it,
Yes.
but yeah.
And the last one, can you tell me about how hard was to join CS:GO for France for the whole France scene? I know that you switched fast, but not other teams.
Um, I think the Counter-Strike Source community was
Was the
everyone.
biggest in
Yeah,
France.
but that was the biggest and I mean the best represented in the world because we had several top teams throughout the events. And Counter-Strike 1.6 players may, I mean,
French.
yeah, French,
Hmm.
sorry, yeah, French Counter-Strike 1.6 players. I mean, they waited a bit more to join Counter-Strike Global Offensive because first of all, they had to ask themselves the question, will I join or not? Because I'm already being old, I'm older, I don't maybe don't have much time for the game. So it was a question for the French 1.6 players, but once everyone saw how CS:GO was going to be, the big events, the nice venues, everything, I think just there was no question to ask them, sort of.
Mm.
They just went on the game.
And what do you think about Sixa and Maja? Will they can show us what they showed in 1.6 in CS:GO?
That's a very good question, but as there was never, mixes of 1.6 players and Counter-Strike Source players back before CS:GO,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
didn't know what was the skill between,
Uh,
the difference between the players. And Sixer and Major, I mean, I think Sixer has a very huge
he's young.
potential.
He's young.
He's 20 something,
Oh,
so he's
yeah.
kind of young, but not, too young either. And I think it is, um, it's, I think Sixer can become an excellent player because I think he's ready to put up a lot of work into his personal game
Mhm.
and everything.
He
And
he's
Major,
playing he's playing at Warmaker
yeah,
now.
he's in Warmaker.
But with Ostriker.
Yeah, there is
Still
Ostriker,
still Ostriker.
Major, Sixer, Maniac.
What do you think about Ostriker?
Well,
He must give up.
he is a super
his
cool
game.
guy. He's
Yes.
super nice. He's like everyone likes to talk with him and everything. But yeah, in game it's
He's
just
too
not. I
old.
mean,
He's too old to this.
he must improve his game. But
Mm.
it's been many years since nothing happened. But yeah, I don't like to talk bad about him because he's like a nice guy. But yeah, I think
Okay, and can you tell us about MS6? He gave up.
MS6.
MS6, yeah.
Yeah, actually I never talked to him.
No, no, no. Was he trying
Oh,
CS:GO or not?
I have no idea.
Mm.
I don't think he did
Mhm.
because he wasn't even playing 1.6. I think in
For
the
the last
end.
for the
Yeah,
last
for the
years,
last
yeah.
year, something like that.
That's sad.
So yeah, I think he never tried it, and he's not interested into
Mm.
playing
Okay,
anymore.
thank you,
But
NBK.
it's all good.
I will
Uh,
I will come
alright.
with you.